Greetings, sire. Your stronghold awaits you.
Hello and welcome back to another Digging the Game. Now, today is unashamedly simply me having some fun with you. Because frankly, it's Sunday, it's a day to relax, and on Friday we had our 6th birthday. Archaeosoup has now been around in one form or another for 6 years. Which, you know, we've gone to primary school now. We're out of the toddler time, and now things start to get serious. We start to learn maths, basic friendship skills, and this kind of thing. 6 years have flown by, and I have to say I'm busier than ever. And this year in particular, I don't know, it's one which the shape of the year is one which I wouldn't have predicted back in December. So I figured that today I would just have a little bit of fun, maybe reflect a little bit on 6 years of Archaeosoup, but also show you Stronghold. Stronghold is one of my favourite historical themed computer games.
Loading!
And while there are sort of some serious elements in terms of possible, so-called archaeo gaming and observations that you can make in terms as an archaeologist, primarily I just want to show you why I love this game, and maybe we'll return to it as archaeo gamers another day.
Outlying villagers have seen a band of the Rats troops heading this way.
The Rats troops are heading this way. Now, in this particular level, this is called Dealing with the Devil, because you've been tasked with making lots of ale to give to a local baron called the Snake, who said, if you give me beer for me and my men, I will help you defeat the Rat, who is another baron and lord who's bothering you. And his troops are about to enter the map from just over here, next to this signpost here, and they will be slaughtered by my rather comprehensive defences that I've built up. And this is actually the reason why I love this particular level. Not because of the slaughter, but because you're not actually expected to defend it. You're just expected to make ale as quickly as possible and then get some help in. But actually, if you play this level correctly, you can build a lovely stone defence. You can have a thriving economy, happy people, and you don't need to call in the cavalry.
Rats troops are attacking.
So actually, yes, let's see how this goes, shall we? The Rats troops, they're over here, a bunch of archers and also pikemen, and the game has a few interesting features. So first of all, just quickly in terms of control, spacebar flattens everything out, so now you can see, if I zoom out, the landscape a bit more clearly, and zoom in. The game is a isolinear style, so if I swipe up with a right click, then I get a view of looking towards the castle. You basically have the 4 cardinal points that you can put the camera at. So here, I can't really see the action now. Let's go over here. There we go. So my archers are completely massacring the enemy there, which is quite pleasing. In come the pikemen now on foot out of the forests, and there's still another bunch to come. But the onslaught is almost over. There we go. Yeah, we have survived the enemy onslaught, and what an onslaught it was. But that's not the whole game, and I'm not just someone who... I don't particularly just enjoy games where you fight people. I love this game because actually it's an opportunity to build a castle. First came across it in high school, and it's wonderful because not only are you defending or attacking other people's castles, but you are, for example, making decisions about where you place defences, how you manage your economy, whether or not you, for example, buy extra food for your citizens. So let's do that, shall we? Let's expand the granary. Let's flatten everything out so I can see where things are going. There we go. And click on the shop here, buy some extra food. So at the moment we're only really making bread, and bread can get a bit boring. Man cannot live by bread alone, said someone at some point somewhere. Of course I know it was Jesus. But ultimately, it's the fact that you can, for example, make the decisions about the range of food that people are eating. You can have little sections that you build up. So, for example, here, this is my industrial area. Where I've got fletchers and pole turners making bows and arrows and spears that go into the armory just here. 25 bows and arrows, 11 spears, and all that means that I can come over to the barracks, click on the barracks, and make some soldiers. So, let's make some archers, shall we?
We await orders.
Made a series of Geordie bowmen. I absolutely love that they're from the northeast of England, these guys. And put them on the wall.
You can count on us.
Those are the pikemen. You can count on ours. Those guys are a bit more simple. A bit less expensive to train. So there you go. Some extra archers now heading up along here, up onto the wall. And this is the joy of this game. It is a little world unfolding before your very eyes. For example, if I click on this lady here, don't hide from me, there you go.
Just taking a quick break.
I love the voice work. It's clearly one voice actor who's doing all the voices, including the female voices.
A little pause in the daily grind, that's all.
Simon Witchwood, the innkeeper. Let's see. What does he have to say?
A little pause in the daily
Oh, he's saying
grind,
the same
that's
thing.
all.
What about him? Playing around.
Just
him.
taking a quick break.
Barley Rush. Barley Rush, nice name. Who's a wheat farmer. So yes, you can be really nosy, dive into the little world that people are living in. You can, for example, see this guy here is a bit drunk. Hammered. Sam Greenleaf drunkard, currently hammered. And that's because I've got an inn, which currently is covering 60% of the population. Anyway, that's quite cool. But also, I really like the nice things that you can add to this world as well. So I've added a garden just here, a maypole, pond, statue, and in addition to the nice things, you can also add nasty things. So here we have some stocks, which apparently they're not stocks. I forgot what the word is now. But when you have head and arms, it's is it manacles? Is that it? Not manacles. There's another term for them. It's not just stocks. I shall have to. I'll put that on the screen for you. Also, a dungeon. Listen carefully. You hear that faint screaming? Hang on. And again. So it's all this stuff that just makes me so happy. This is the reason why I like this game, is that it enabled me in high school to live out my fantasy of building and managing a castle. Now, on I suppose a more legitimate archaeological note, you're actually able to, in this game, create landscapes and play with I suppose the decision-making process, both in terms of say logistics, so where things like stone is for making castle walls, but also in terms of the placement of a castle. Do you not necessarily go for the best defensive position in order to be closer to the resources? These sort of things are sort of, I suppose, high archaeological sort of questions about real-world landscapes, which you can play out scenarios in this game, but primarily I just enjoy the game for what it is, and that is it's a charming little look at the medieval world. Outside the castle, initially I started off with wooden walls, but now I've got stone walls because I've got this quarry going on, and some Tiny the bull eating grass while his master loads stone to carry back to the stockpile just over here. Next to the stockpile we have the keep. And in the keep, if you click on the keep,
Our gold stocks grow steadily, sire.
you're able to make decisions about taxes as well. So this is the nuts and bolts of the game. It's managing the balance, in particular, of your popularity. So here, my assistant here, the scribe, has a little book that summarises my popularity. Currently it's 100%, probably because of all the different food varieties that people are currently eating. My income. Currently have 2,418 gold in the bank, or in the coffers, and my population 50 out of a possible 50.
I've seen a band of the rats' troops heading this way.
Oh, more troops heading this way, but it'll be fine. So 50 out of a possible 50, because over in the residential area, let me just rotate the camera a bit, I have enough accommodation, as it were, for 50 people. Now, what's really cool actually is the more houses you add, they go from being round houses to being little sort of rectangle, sort of long houses. It's great. I know I'm sort of possibly slightly babbling about this game, but it's just because I just enjoy it. It brings me such joy. Now, the one thing that sort of slightly bothers me playing this as an archaeologist, if we step away from simply having fun for a moment, is that you don't actually have to complete the castle for it to be a defensive structure. So because the enemy, for example, can't go out of the map, they have to sort of, in this instance, come from the east into the west to attack you. You don't actually have to have the wall going all the way around on the left-hand side of the map there, which is a bit of a shame. But that is where we get into the where we get into the realms of archaeo gaming and the questions that people ask when playing computer games as archaeologists. The rules are different by definition because this isn't a real-world scenario, Anyway. We're about to be attacked by more of the rat soldiers. Let's see how that unfolds, shall we? I'm sure we'll be fine. While this happens, I just wanted to reflect very briefly on this year. We're to be sort of halfway through March now, and since January, I've made some very deliberate changes as to how I do my thing, because of how Archaeosoup runs. And so far, it's yielded some really interesting fruit. We've got more variety in terms of activities and projects on the go than I've ever had before. Lots of film work in the pipeline coming your way, lots of footage ready to be edited. So, for example, the other day we filmed an interview with Karenza Lewis of Time Team. And besides that, we've got... Oh, yeah, we're fine. We've got a couple more interviews there as well. We've got some location footage from Sheffield, and got a very interesting project in the works with an archivist at Newcastle University. So all sorts of stuff is happening, and you may have noticed that I've had to make a decision about the balance between real world work and the YouTube channel. And so for the past couple of months I've been experimenting with really only doing one good video per week, and for now it seems to be okay, seems to be working, and what it should mean is that I'll be able to, when I have time to revisit video work, I'll have time to actually tackle some of the projects which I really want to bring to you guys. So actually the list currently on the screen topics are videos which I'm currently actually researching and working on, but I have to say I'm more relaxed than ever about all this stuff, more relaxed about the shape of the Archaeosoup YouTube channel, Archaeosoup as a real world endeavour as well, and the range of activities that we have planned, for example, into the summer this year, is really exciting, really pleasing. So we've just had our 6th birthday, and hopefully this will continue, but I'm actually feeling quite relaxed about things. In the near future as well, obviously Aaron, for example, will be coming back to doing videos a bit more frequently. He's been away doing his dissertation, and I know that, for example, Liv's been feeling a bit ill and Jeanette's been very busy, but basically we should have more videos from those guys as well coming soon. So all in all, I think Archaeosoup's in good shape, and I'm really pleased about it. But not as pleased as I am about the shape of this castle. Now this this particular level will continue until we have enough beer to bring in the snake and his troops, which, as you can see, we really don't require at this stage. But let's see if we can add a bit more hops to the farming landscape, shall we? Is there a farm in there? Yes, just about. There we go. Excellent. So that should bring some more hops in, which should mean more beer. It should mean that we reach the reach the end of the game sooner, or the end of this particular level at least. So it's been a few minutes now, and here we are with 17 barrels of ale waiting on the stockpile. We need a total of 20 before essentially the final battle will commence. So we're almost there. I've added several more breweries to the mix. So we want 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 breweries now, all working furiously to fulfil the snake's order for more ale. And basically, yeah, we just need to get to 20, and then we'll be notified that a huge number of the rat soldiers are coming our way. Now, what's really great actually is actually already in the game so far, but certainly in later levels, they also include things like siege engines. So you have catapults and some towers on wheels. Is there a trebuchet?
A message
perhaps?
from your scribe.
Oh.
The shipment of ale has been completed and sent to the snake. Hopefully, the reinforcements he promised will arrive soon.
He's a slightly cowardly character, is the scribe. Anyway, so here we are, end of the level, the end game, as it were, what we've been building up to. While we wait for that, yeah. So in terms of the siege engines and the siege works, that adds a whole other layer of complexity, because you can build them too. So I think there are levels later on in the game where there are 2 castles on the map, yours and the enemies, and you can send out siege works and they can do the same against you. Siege engines and specialist units. You can lay traps in the landscape, such as tar to set on fire with flaming arrows. You can have spike traps around your castle. You can dig a moat eventually. All this stuff is in the game, and this is, again, it just adds to the reason why I have so much fun playing this game. But this is probably my favourite mission, because it's the first time you actually get to build a nice community. I think that's the thing. It's not just the defending and attacking, but as I say, it's the fact that you're able to actually have this little working economic unit within a castle, being fed by the people.
From your scribe. The troops promised by the snake have arrived, sire.
Oh, phew, that's a relief. Here there they are, in yellow.
Instructions.
40 in all. That's not too bad. Yeah, but these industries and this community being fed by the people out in the valley that are doing farming, it's just very pleasing. You know, I just like it. So that with the arrival of these guys, we should see the final battle.
We await orders.
So I'll grab 20 archers. I'll put you all.
We are on our way.
On the main gatehouse there, and the
Where
spearmen.
are we going?
Put you over
Scouts
here.
report a large force of the rat's men are marching towards us.
The rat's men. So, what do you think? Do you think we'll survive this encounter? I think we'll be okay. Zoom out for a moment. So yes, I remember one time when I played this particular level, I'd actually built a wall coming out across the valley, actually defending this area here. So I didn't stop there. I actually built all the way along this ridge line here, and it became a little bit ridiculous because actually the starting point for the enemy troops was well within the range of the people on the wall. So there was just no contest at all. So I figured I'd hold back a bit for this particular playthrough. Okay. Let's zoom out, see how it goes. Well, that's quite a lot of people. Blimey. I'm a little bit nervous actually. I'm sure we'll be okay. We'll be fine. That's the music. It begins. Zoom in so we can hear a bit better. There we Look at that. Look at the arrows fly. I think we're okay actually so far. A little bit of collateral damage. Actually, no farmers have died. Remember, okay. Oh no, yeah, farmer dead. Farmer down, bowl down, another bowl down. Is that it? Is that all you've got? Here, the spikeman, the pikeman, being spiked.
The castle has held firm.
Yes! Victory! Oh yeah, that is what victory looks like, people. That's what victory looks like, apparently. So let's just see if I can, just for a bit of fun, extend my wall.
A message from the rat.
No, I can't.
Things are going well, aren't they? Yes. I think they are. Must be.
No, they're not. They're not. Victory! And there we go.
Victory.
So, lost 4% of my troops. Okay, score 14,600. Not too bad at all. I think I would make it an excellent medieval lord. And there you go, guys. That is why I love Stronghold. It's got a bit of everything, and it's just the right pace, the right type of game for me on a day like this. So whatever you're doing this Sunday, hopefully you're having half as good a time as we are here. And if not, well, you need to go out and get yourself a copy of Stronghold. Also, obviously, thank you so much for your continued support over the past 6 years, and long may it continue. In fact, we also just topped 6,000 subscribers on the YouTube channel as well. So numbers accruing, stats everywhere. It's just so exciting. So much exciting things which are happening. So many exciting things. And yeah, thank you so much. Anyway, guys, have a great week. Especially if you're watching this on Monday. And until next time, do take care. Bye-bye.